everyone. I am Rex Red, and this is EZ3DTV tutorial, and we are working on anticipating the holiday season. And so we thought we would start this off, well, with a little bit of happy holiday time. Okay. So, and my little ears, you like my little ears? So, yeah, it's that time. It is. Do something else. And I am back with the cute little ears. Yes, it's me again. I am back. We're a little bit wider screen. You can kind of see a little bit more of my room and everything. So yes, we are back. We are back. So yeah, these antler things, they just kind of show up at around December. And, you know, it's that kind of time of year when things kind of start to get happy again. I don't know. But if I do this for too long, my batteries will run out. And I don't want my batteries to run out because then I won't be able to see in the dark. You know, and it's nice to have some batteries to see in the dark. When I'm walking through the apartment at night, I can see, and it's kind of blinky, and I can see just enough to get around. So, all right, without too much introduction, we're going to go. Hi, I'm down here. Hello again. Yeah, it's me. I'm down here. Yeah, down in the corner. We're going to take these off for now. I guess we've done it. We'll try using them again at some point, maybe, for some fun and festivities. We're going to turn off the lights so the battery doesn't run out. Okay. Here we are. All right, back in Dad's studio. And what we would like to do at this point is go here to New. And somewhere in here, I got this is one of them. It's working. I wish they would give us more of these little slots, but we run out of them. Okay, and so we are looking for one of these. And what I have to do is go into, see, I'm writing a book. And it's an animated kind of Christmas book. And it is called the Toy Shop Apprentice. And what we're going to do here, this is the inside of Shrines. Okay, if we open that, this is part of the story. And we're going to use this. So this is called the Ancient Shrines. Let's see if we can open this up. There's a little story to that. So we have to use the other way of opening this. Save as. Okay, open Ancient. Let's try Ancient. N-C-I-E-N-T. Ancient. The Ancient Shrines. There it is. Let's see what we've got, because this one is going to be called, and I have to open my book to find out. And let's see, while rummaging through the ancient chest. Okay, I'm not going to be here long. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow morning, bright and early. The Lost Toys, okay. Sigurd, The Escape. This one I think is going to be called Pathway Through the Storm, The Troll Cave, and The Land of Toys, and The Temple of the Toys, and I think it's the next chapter, The Ancient Shrines. Okay, The Ancient Shrines. And this one is called The Magic Fir Tree. And as soon as this loads, we will start working on this. So we're going to save this. I have 13, 14. I have three chapters, 3 images left to finish my book. Let's see. Okay, so this, the greatest of all mysteries was the fir tree. Its purpose shrouded in ancient enigma, evergreen and with a pine scent, to awaken the senses, it stood as a sentinel of the past, still connected like an umbilical cord to the world that had passed. It was a feeding tube nourishing a newborn world, premature and clinging to life with every beleaguered breath. This tree embodied the essence of fire and ice, just as Leaf did, and the toys were also connected by the same fiery and icy lineage. Okay, the previous world, you'll have to buy the book to hear this, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to save the scene, okay, as the Magic Fir Tree. And like I said, I'm probably not going to do this whole image right now. But the Magic Fir Tree. And this is chapter 13. Okay, and since we saved this now, we can arrange this in a different way now. We're going to need Polly. We're going to need the toy, the satchel of toys. We're going to lighten this up. Now this can go as soon as we have, okay, here. This can go. All of the little letters, the angelic letters can go. The runes. This can go. That can go. Nope, not that. This can go. And that can go. We don't need extra things in here. I don't think I need this light back here any longer. Our camera. Okay, we're going to save this. The Magic Fir Tree. Okay, we can unlock the camera for a while, because we're going to move it around. And unlock. And what we're going to do is go like this. And as you can see, there is a fir tree here. But, and something looks wrong with his face. Yeah, we've done something. He keeps getting completely corrupted. Every time I load him back, he gets corrupted like this. And so if we take, maybe we can go back into him. And all right, I think we have to do is, is delete him. We have to delete him and bring him back in. Is it going to let me? Okay, it's thinking about it. Yeah, okay, so we go File, Merge. Let's see if we can find him. Leaf. We have to go where? Here. Leaf. No, he's not here. I think I'm in the wrong place. Here we go. Nope, he's not here. Where did I save that? File, New. Okay, let's do the Apprentice one. We'll merge that in. File, Merge. Apprentice. Okay, we'll merge that into the scene. Ah, I'm tired. Welcome, Serenity's Gate. Hello, hello. You missed the festivities. Yes. We are doing our little, oops, I got it on backwards. Yep, I can't see in the dark when I don't have my lights on. So yes, we are doing the holiday thing. So yeah, it's holiday, holiday, holiday. So yeah. I know, it doesn't seem kinda, I don't know, it's a little bit much over the top, but hey, I thought it would be fun. So we have to turn down, those are where they blink real fast. All right, so now it looks like we've got Leaf properly in here into the scene. Okay. So we can now take the little teddy bear here, plush toy. We can delete this room here, I think. It works. Yeah, it does. It kinda. So I have a ton of stuff here. We got to get rid of the snowman and his little branches. And I don't know, maybe we could bring all these back. But we're going to take now and we're going to bring Leaf down here. I am getting tired. Okay, I need, instead of a fir tree, I think we're going to need a Christmas tree. All right, I don't want to delete these lights right now. What else is in the scene? We have the Sun Hall. And we have all the stuff that's on Leaf. Okay, we're going to save this. And I think there's a ton of stuff here. Missile ball. Okay, that's what was in his hand. We're going to get rid of that. And then we're going to get rid of... We got a bunch of point lights. I think I deleted the whole toy shop all at once. Okay, we can get rid of the fog. Spindly fog. And the spotlight. We got an extra camera in the scene. All these lights can go, I think. Yeah. And then, oh, maybe they shouldn't have gone. Okay, these are point lights. See, we'll get the lights back because they could be more important than what I thought. Point light here. We got a square light here. Linear point light. Those are all turned off. Okay, so the sun hall. Let's get Leaf now in the right place. Leaf, Dolly. Okay, where are you, Leaf? We got to find you in the scene. Yeah, I think that's you, Guy. Okay, we're going to get him. All right, and now we have to find a Christmas tree, one with lights and bulbs and things. Files. I probably should put more into this than what I've had time to do, but default tree Christmas. Okay. Let's see if we can find a holiday tree. Holiday tree. One that's really, really kind of... Let's see what we can find. Something that looks like a Christmas tree. I don't know if I would find... Well, let's try Christmas. Christmas. There's a tree. We could try that one. That's kind of tiny. A little bit too tiny for our thing here. Let's go, keep going. There's another tree. And here's one. Why do these have these? Okay, that's an instanced tree. So we'd have to find the original one, I think. That isn't an instance, or maybe we just have to render it. Oh, look at this one too. Oh, la la la. We have a very big star on the top. Okay. Well, it's taking its time. It doesn't want to delete. It is. Come on. Come on. Anytime you're ready. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right. This doesn't seem like it's going to delete. We're going to close this down. I'm very impatient. It would probably delete after like 10 minutes. So, but I don't feel like waiting for 10 minutes. So we're going to close that down. I have it saved. I think it's got, I know I saved it with the Toy Shop. Okay. All right. I think it's up here. There it is. We got it. All right. So file new. We open this back up. The Magic Fir Tree. Okay, so what this scene is going to be is that this fir tree is drawing this magic out of Leaf. Okay, and Leaf is the toy maker apprentice, okay? And he is, and when he gets near this tree, the tree starts to draw this life force out of him. Because Leaf has magic abilities to like bring toys to life. And so when he gets near the tree, okay, we got Leaf in here, but we needed, what did we need? Okay, I think I saved it after I deleted. Okay, so now let's see if we can find the tree again. Control L, turn the light back on. And we'll turn Leaf around when we need to. He looks perfect here. So we're gonna we're going to find a tree, and this time hopefully we won't mess it up. Tree Christmas. Can we just go tree and put this in parentheses like this? And that was the tree that was too small. Okay, here we go. The tree full. I like the one with the purple star. We may end up having to switch it, but this is the tree full. Okay, well, yeah. All right, now, so we're going to take the tree and we're going to push the tree down. This part of the scene is going to happen Z down here, way down here. Okay, or what we could do is Z. We could move our sun hall way up here. Well, that's not working. Okay, shrines, where's the sun hall? Okay, we don't need the chest anymore. Shrines and Leaf. Okay, we don't need the 3 shrines. And we don't need this either. Oh yeah, we do, because we need Santa's bag. And we need Polly Dolly. Okay, so we're going to unparent Polly Dolly. We can get rid of that. And we're going to unparent Santa's bag. And we can delete that. We have the tree. Okay, we're going to get rid of the fog. Save this. Okay, where is the sun hall? Okay, this is the sun hall. The point lights. We'll put point lights in if we need them. And this and the linear point lights. Okay, and this is this. Okay, we have a plane in here. I think we're going to need the plane. We're going to put the plane in with the sun hall. I think the plane blocks the back of the. Okay, so we have 2 sun halls. We have this one, and then we have these point lights. I just did a tree image in the gallery. Let's see. And a video. It's that time of year. It is. Yes. It sure is. Yes. I thought, okay, we're going to be a reindeer this year. Why not? So we have to figure out what we're doing here. We do. So the sun hall, we're going to get rid of this sun hall and the point lights, okay? Now this is the sun hall. We're going to move this sun hall this way so that we are in the middle of this right here. I think That, or is it down? No, it's down further. Even further, Z. So that we get down here by the throne. Maybe we don't have to be exactly by the throne because I'd like to catch some of that in there in the scene. Okay, so this is going to be beautiful here. If we can, there's Polly Dolly. And yeah, all right, so now where do we go where we can pull this whole, see, I think if we go like this. So Polly Dolly's going to be in the foreground right here looking, and then Leaf is going to maybe up in the air, and there's going to be magic kind of, we're going to use all kinds of magic stuff around the tree. Okay, and this is going to have to be in here in the story, Santa's bag. We're going to go X translate that. So I think Santa's bag might be like over here, and we'll rotate Y, rotate Santa's bag like that. X translate a little bit more. Okay. And we got to pull Leaf in. Now this tree has got to be bigger. So we're going to go here with, where is the tree? Pine, okay. I think that's Z. And scale this. All right, we need, okay, I got to bring my camera up more so we can bring it down more. Okay. How is this going to work? Angus, welcome. You have missed all the festivities. Yes. Okay. Now, Polly Dolly is going to have, we got to bring this down enough. So Polly Dolly, we're going to bring her up. Okay, save this. Polly Dolly, we may not be able to get the floor in this. I'd like to get some of that sky. So I think the only way to get that is to go back far enough like this and then go up a little bit like this, okay? Oh, so what we need to do, I see, is move, because we're gonna, this is our scene. We want Leaf and all of these around the center of the world. So the only way to do this would be to push the sun hall back, Z, so that it goes like this. And then we can bring this up like that. There is our, okay, and what we could do is bring the tree up a little more now. Where is the tree? And Polly Dolly's going to be, this would be Polly Dolly. Okay, she's going to come up here like this, Z, X, Y, and she's going to be like this, rotate like that, and back a little bit more, up, a bit more, Z, X, like this. All right, save this. Let's see what this looks like in Iray. We're not quite there. Is this going to work? Okay. Oh, the tree is very pretty. We have to put a sky, some kind of sky here. This is going to work. We have to light up Polly Dolly, and we have to light up the toys. Okay, 9. And I'm not sure if this is working like I want it to. Okay, that brings in, because I'd really like to get more of this sun hall in here. Z. Okay, like that. And the tree, where's our tree? Scale that. Y. Scale that. Z. Okay, like that. I think Y translate. I think I want the tree like so it doesn't have a stand. So it looks like it's growing right out of the ground. X translate. Okay, and then leaf. Okay, we're going to have to get some of Dolly's shoes. Okay, bring this in just enough and up just enough. Okay. Then leaf. Where is leaf? Genesis 9. We're going to call this leaf. We're going to move him over. Okay, he's all by himself. Okay, X translate. And we're going to rotate him around. Y translate. No, wrong way. He's going to be up in the air, I think. Y kind of floating. Y rotate. Okay, these lights. Some of these lights, we got to do something with them. Okay, it's thinking. Save. All right, we're in some kind of weird mode. I don't know what it is, but okay. Now this has got to go over here. That's the bag of toys. Like that. Polly Dolly can go over, I think, a little more like this. And then these lights can come back. Okay, we're going to lock the camera for now. I'm not sure if this is where I want the camera, but I don't want to move it like right yet until I kind of get things lit and the scene things. I got all these spotlights and I'm not sure what to do with them here. What spotlight is this? Is this a spotlight? Let's use this spotlight to light Dolly. Polly Dolly. Okay. Spotlight, where is spotlight? Spotlight, there it is. Okay, we're gonna come like this. Let's light her like this. Okay. Okay, spotlight. We'll call that spotlight Polly. Polly Dolly. All right, that's spotlight. Okay. And then the spotlight 1 will be for toy bag. All right. Okay, we'll put this spotlight in with lights. we'll see what we need here. Okay, we're going to turn off these other lights for now. Point lights. We're just going to work, and this will be spotlight leaf. See how this works. Okay, do we have any other spotlights? No. Okay, there's leaf, there's our lights. Okay, and we only have, okay. So we'll take now the toy bag spotlight, and we're going to select the toy bag, Santa's bag. Okay, point it at the bag. Okay, we're gonna come down at this angle on this one. Where's the spotlight toy bag? Okay. Like that. And spotlight leaf. Let's do that. Let's select leaf and point at him. Then we go spotlight leaf. And he's going, this is going to be pretty big, I guess. So we'll do like this, and I might end up putting him back on the floor again. Let's see. So let's go back to our camera. We have two cameras here. That camera is going to go. Where is that? That's camera 2. We just need camera 1. Okay, delete that. Okay, camera 1. Save this. Okay, we might keep him up in the air. What we do is we make his feet look like he's flying. So we go to bend, like this. Bend. Okay. And now let's go back to the perspective view and see. He's kind of, where is he? Let's bring his legs together a little more. Side to side. Bring that in a little more like that. Okay, there we go. Now we need, I think the tree is going to be lit all by itself. So I think if our lights have juice here, okay, let's go to our camera. Everything should be lit in the scene. Yeah, leaf isn't. We've got, and he's got some kind of missile ball in his hand. I think we're going to delete that for now. Now the leaf camera needs some light, and Polly's too bright. Okay, so we go to the Polly light. All right. Here, we bring that down to 5. Okay, that's still too much. 2. All right. And leaf light, save this. Let's warm the Polly's light up a little bit. And then we go here with leaf's light, spotlight. Nine. Okay, let's pull this over just a tiny bit so our scene's a little bigger. We can kind of see it more. And let's warm that up. Leaf's light a little bit. And let's put some kind of large light that will light the whole. All right, so let's put in a ghost light. Like this one. And where's our ghost light? Go to our perspective view. There is our light. Let's lift it up. Let's turn it. Okay, which way has, okay, 9. Rotate it X. All right, let's go back, Z. Let's bring the light back here. X would be 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Scale it. Let's bring it back here. Okay. Behind Polly. Okay. We might not need Polly's light. Okay, we go back some more. All right. And we scale it, what, X? Oh. So yes, we had a few things in place. We shall see how many we have in place. So Leaf walked up to the great fir tree, his heart filled with anticipation and reverence. Suddenly the tree began to draw the life magic through him, forming a symbiotic bond of magnetism. Swirling energies and boundless powers surged and orbited around them like a healing embrace. Sorrows melted away, tears were forgotten, the sad memories faded into a pool of gentle emotions in a still pond of desires. As Leaf stood there, entranced by the swirling energy, the tree transformed before his eyes. It became a spectacle of icicles and shiny orbs, fiery lights, and at the top an angel glowed like a star, casting a warm, ethereal light over the land. The world around Leaf transformed. The curse that had plagued the land of toys, of lost toys, was broken. The air was filled with a sense of renewal and hope. The toys, once lost and forlorn, now felt the warmth of magic and a promise of a brighter future. The Magic Fir Tree, in all its glory, stood as a beacon of a new era, a testament to the enduring power of hope and resilience. Leaf found a profound sense of peace. The journey had been long and arduous, but he had found his purpose. The fir tree's magic healed not only the land, but also his heart. And he looked at Polly Dolly, her eyes shining with joy, and knew that together they had made a difference. The land of lost toys was no longer a place of despair, but a realm of possibilities and dreams. Okay, now, I'm not sure that I have all my writing properly yet, so at least I saved it after his feet were done. Okay, so I don't know that I saved it with the lighting correct. Okay, let's see. The lights, okay, let's just delete these point lights, and if I need point lights, I'll put them in. So I can get at my lights easy with, okay, we've got another spotlight here that I don't know why it's even here, but that's going to go. Save this. All right. Now, We have the spotlight on leaf. Okay, all right. Now we're going to try to put this back in the scene. Let's see what happens. Okay, the square light. Let's try this. Parameters. This 90, I think 90 degrees. Which way does it go? Y translate. I can't tell which way. Okay, there. I think it's the wrong way. It's got to go minus 90 to be pointing at that. We're going to have it one-sided. Okay, we're going to go Z translate and bring it back behind the camera. And then, so we're going to scale this up and see what happens. Will it crash again? Y translate. Y, okay, there. There's that. Okay, we've got to go back to this, okay? X translate. This is when it crashed. Let's save this before it has a chance to crash. All right, and are we up high enough? Okay, we're going to do Y translate. Y, Z, X scale. Okay, that was X. Z scale goes like that. All right, now let's go back to our camera view. This should have some light already. We needed to light everything. Some ambient light. Okay, that's what we need. And it looks like it's kind of giving us some ambient light. What we need, we got to go to surfaces now. And we go to luminance, and we're going to go to 9. Okay. We go to our temperature. Bring the temperature down a little bit. And maybe Polly's too big. Let's bring her in a little bit more. Z. Translate, because she's just kind of taking up the whole. Okay, 9. Polly's very tiny, believe it or not. Z. And I made her just seem kind of gigantic. Z translate. X. Z. Okay. Let's see if this worked. Go to Iray. Because if I bring Polly in and bring this bag in a little bit more, then I can. Okay, Polly may need to even go in a little bit more. Z translate. Yeah, save this. We can rotate her a tiny bit. Y. Oh, happy tree. And then we need magic. We need some magic here. Pulling leaf into the hole. So where are we going to find magic here? Something. Oh, SickleYield. Okay, magic. I think we need some SickleYield magic. We're going to go install date. We would rather have highest first. So we can find some magic maybe with some VDB action going on through it. Let's see. What's this? Emissive magic. Staff magic. We might be able to use this magic around our tree. No, I'm not seeing it there. Okay. All right, these are old magics, but materials. Okay, there's our prop. Vortex magic. It's already kind of there. And then we put this on it and make it a little bit bigger maybe. Parameters scale. Well, that might be too much. Bring the bag over and leaf. Okay. And let's light up. Okay, let's put an HDRI in the scene to come through these windows. This sun temple, it's called the Sun Temple, I think. It's like an elven temple. This is a very old product. It came out with, it's so old that it didn't even have Iray. And what I did, it took me an entire night. Way back when I first started out in kind of going full-time with Daz Studio, and I just learned what shaders were. And so I went through and I changed the shader on every single thing and turned everything in the whole temple into Iray. And you can do that by using SickleYield's Iray, SickleYield's 3D Light to Iray, but when you do, it just doesn't look, it looks all kind of dead. And so I just used some of the best textures that I had, some of the best golds and all of the, and the shiny floor texture and all that. So, to turn it into what you see right now. And let's see what happens when we put a really brilliant kind of I wonder if we could use something like, okay, one of these. Let's just see. Okay, that's starting to kind of, it's kind of there, but let's try something a little softer. And that's pretty. And how about this one? Try some others. Okay, I have some other ideas. There are these, the sky is sky. And that's kind of pretty. Huh. Let's see what we have. Nebula. Outer space. It's kind of dark. But I could brighten that up. Let's see. Okay, these are the ones I was kind of looking for. All right, let's rotate this one around. Surfaces, that would be parameters. That's not really popping out that much. Okay, let's see what else is here. Let's try one of these. Some of these will change my render settings and everything. Now that changed it, but the dome ended up turned off. Kind of doesn't help when we need the dome on. All right, rotate this and just see what else we get. Showing a little bit of land there. Okay, that's not working. I might end up putting a plane behind here, and then I can get a very detailed sky. What's happened here? How about a winter one? Pines. Range. Mountains. Kind of hard to tell what's out there. Okay. Well, apparently we have to put lights up here to light this whole area here. Okay, anyway. And that's not working, okay. We'll find something here. And let's see. How about these twin suns? That's kind of nice, but that's worse. How about the frozen world? I kind of like that. We'll leave that for now, and let's try rotating it a little bit and see if it really does something incredible. That's kind of pretty. Now we got to put some lights up here so that our temple is lit up. Now I could take this square light and now I wonder if this magic vortex is actually surrounding the tree. Let's go to the perspective view. Let's take a look at this magic vortex and see if it's in the right place. It's probably not. No, see? So we put the magic vortex 9 around the tree. And then we look at it from the front here. If we can get beyond our plane here. Let's see what this looks like now. It's probably too small. Yeah, we're going to have to scale it. Let's go back to our camera. Okay, that's better. And leaf has got to be brighter. So let's put some more, turn up our spotlight on him. Let's try a 9 there. Okay. And Polly's kind of hidden, so if we pull her over, she might stand out a little more, just like putting her over here, turning her a little more. Yeah, I think that works better. And now we got to add some lights to this. So let's start with one really good, well-placed point light, like up in here. All right. And 9 will go here. Z will bring it back and up until it starts to go through the wall. Z. And then we'll back it off. Okay, now we'll bring it like about here. Give it a bunch of light. Temperature, that's the temperature. Give it 2 9s and see what happens. We want to light up all this gold work in here. That's doing it. Bring it down. Well, we lost something. But we give it another 9. There we go. Now Leaf has got to have some magic around him too. Like this kind. All right. Wow. Let's go to this product. Default materials. Where's his magic? That's weird. It went on him just like it was a clothing item or something. Density. Okay, this is the density. I don't know. I'd like to get something different for him. I know I have like VDB magic. Let's just look up VDB. And we will find all the magic we need here. These are VDBs. Well, look at that. X volume density multiplier 0.01. 0.1. Okay. Let's render this. Render settings. Here we go, render settings. 10,000, we want to render this at 2,000. And save this again. Okay, and let's go to this optimization, which is, we're going to go to speed is okay for this. We don't have a ton of instances. All right, and we'll go to, let's go to turn on caustic sampler, because that can make the, oh yeah, that's a little too much. What about this spectral rendering? I don't think I need that right now. Now my point light, let's duplicate this point light, edit, duplicate it, and parameters. Let's move this over top of the scene so that we get more light coming across. And we'll go edit, duplicate. That kind of works. And let's see. Where's our tree? Okay. Okay, that green kind of makes it look like it's poison. So we can't use green. As much as it kind of fits the Christmas thing. Okay, the ground vortex, I think we got to scale that a little bigger. And then we probably need to go into our surfaces here. Okay, relative to density, okay. We're going to go here with, let's go back to the purple and see what happens. And purple kind of seems like evil magic. Yellow would be kind of okay, but pink is kind of okay. We'll scale that back down a little bit. Pink is kind of okay. It's happy. We could go with try blue. Blue is kind of cold, so I think we're going to go with the pink. I don't think my vortex is around the tree. Let's go and see about the vortex. Okay. Perspective view. Where's our vortex? No, it's not around the tree. Okay, we'll go out a little bit more. Like that. And then we scale the vortex. Okay, we're going to go directly down. Okay, so we know that vortex has got to be right about in the middle. I think it is. That's going to interact very nicely with this. We scale the vortex a little more now. All right. Let's see what our image now looks like. Go back to render settings, general, and optimization, progressive render. We go maximum time, maximum samples. Okay, something's changed this. Every once in a while something changes that. I think it turns off the limits or something. It must be that. Let's see, parameters. Yeah, when we go to use limits, that's what it does. It turns off the limits. So you just go back and then you can turn it all the way up again. Render quality off. Save it. Now I'd like to know what it is that's causing this to happen. All right. Because I'd like to use spectral rendering, but I'm not sure what causes that. Why it just could be the maximum light path length or something. -1 is infinite. So it doesn't always do that, and sometimes it does. Okay, and how can we light the tree more? We go to the pink tree. We go to surfaces, pink tree. Are there lights? Bark? No, all there is bark. Oh, there must be more here. Okay, light garland. Okay, there's the light garland. And then there's stand, leaves, top star, branches, stand. Okay, the stand is hidden. I wanted to hide that. The top star. What if we come here and give it some emission? And luminance. Well, that doesn't look right. That might look okay. Let's just bring the light down a little bit. 5. It stands out more. What if we go with the pink star again? Then we have to bring this down more. 1. No, it's not pretty enough. It's kind of drab. Okay, I'm going to probably put an angel up there, but I don't know. The angel might be a little bit distracting. Because in the story it says it's an angel that shines like a star. And what I can do in the story is say it's a star that shines like an angel. Okay, and then it works. Okay, so... But I probably can find a better star somewhere. Okay, so branches. Were these branches illuminated? Emission colors. So the branches are illuminated. So we could bring them up to like 9 maybe. $90. 190. All right, let's go to 9. And what are these? Okay, these are leaves. I think those are other ornaments. Smaller balls. Large balls. Let's see what happens when we turn them off. Okay, smaller ones. Okay, those don't seem like... Because when it turns them off, it turns them all off, and nothing seems to be turning off. What about the leaves? Okay, those are the branches are what we illuminated. The leaves now, they're probably okay, they don't have any emission. What if we give them some emission here? I don't know if that's going to work. That just made it kind of look like it's transparent. Probably the same thing happened with the branches. Let's see. Let's turn the leaves off for a moment. See what the branches look like. What happens when we bring it back to 10? Well, they kind of look dead now. So let's go to 500. Well, that still looks dead. Let's go to 1,500. All right, let's go up. Back up till we get to another 1,000. Okay, that's probably enough. We turn the leaves back on. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, the stand, light garland. Is that part? I can't figure out where the Christmas balls are. Branches, other large balls. That's probably them. It's not doing the Iray thing. Go out. Come back in. Okay, that's some of them, I think. Yes, that is some of them. Okay, so these are the balls, all right, so now I would have to do these, I think, all separately. Each one of them is a separate, because if I select all of them, I don't think I can change. Yeah, I think I can change them. Okay, let's see what they have here. These are pink. I think that's the color. Yeah, they're pink. Okay, it's not that far from what we've been doing here. Okay, these are the balls, the pink ones. Oh, glossy color. And they don't have an image. They're kind of like glass. When we turn on this, what happens? They sort of lose something. All right, we'll turn that back off. The star, we could make the star gold, but it's going to move. How about a silver star? Okay, let's go back to the star. Top star. Star base, they can all be the same color. All right, we go here. Default, silver. We got to find shaders. Silver. All right, we go through here. Silver. Okay, that didn't work. Well, that changed it. Probably turned it into 3 Delight. Brushed silver. Well, we're getting in the right ballpark here. Silver metallic. One of these will work. MDL. Some silver like absorbs light like crazy and it just doesn't reflect. Okay, I think what I have to do is find out, okay, this is usually my best silver. These in here. Okay, we're going to go with this silver. That seems to be the only one. Then what we're going to do is take and look where and see where our lights are. Okay. Where are our point lights? Okay. See, because the last point light, where's the last one here? See? And then we have another point light, I think. Okay, I think I'm right in the middle of a column, of course. Okay, so what we don't have, all right, so what we have to do is get this other point light here. Which one is it? This one. Oh, there's our other point light. We need another one. Edit, duplicate, node. All right, parameters. Okay. Where are you? Right there, right in front of us. Z. Let's look at that. And look down. Now we've got to get it right in front of everything. Okay. Go to our camera. Okay, and we turn this, take this point light and give it more light. Another 9. Okay. And we go back to our magic. We put this magic around. Leaf. Okay, we gotta find down we go here, up and over. Make it scale. Parameters, scale this. Y. And then we go to the surfaces here. Editor. Okay, I don't have the right thing. This one. Blue. Okay. And And we got to make sure that's around him. Okay, perspective down here. Where are you? Where are you, Magic? Where's Leaf? I can't really see. Well, it is kind of around him. It's about as around him as it could be. And it looks right from the camera. Okay, let's do a test render here. This is called a Magic Fir Tree. Chris, welcome, welcome. You have to see our... Yes, it does. So so we just let this kind of render. I think this is done, people. There's our bright star. The star, when I put that light up in front, it lit up our star. See, so yes, it did. So everything is pretty. So yes, it is. So I think this is the I have 2 more images to do in my book. And because Polly Dolly's got to turn into a real girl. She's going to be a real girl, and she's going to be kind of cartoon like him, a young girl. And so she's actually Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus. This is before he found out that his name was Kris Kringle. His name was Kringle. His name was Leaf. And he was a toy maker's apprentice. This is a story that I made up. And he finds out about his parents and all, and the curse, that this is when the curse gets broken of the land of lost toys. Yeah, it's all this story. It just kind of came out of me all at once, this story. And Polly Dolly, she's actually Mrs. Claus. So, but she's got to have the curse broken. And so she's going to turn into a real girl, about as real as he is. They're both. This is Hiro, 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 and there's Aiko. She's going to be Aiko. These are Genesis. Were Genesis 4. These not Genesis. This was. They were made for. Victoria 4 and Michael 4. Aiko was from Victoria 4 and Hiro was for Michael 4. Well, I converted their shapes to Genesis 9. Okay, and so she's not Genesis 9 yet. She's not Aiko. So in this process, she's going to turn, and all the toys here, they're going to turn into the elves. And so this is young Santa Claus. So he's really young. He's before he became Kris Kringle. So yeah, this is, just keep making stuff that I think is good. So what we got to do is we got to pull this bag down here so that what I'm going to do is tilt it a little bit. Parameters will go like this. See if this will work. No, that's the wrong one. This one. There we go. And now we pull it down. Y translate a little bit more and see if that works. Well, thank you, Angus. Thank you. Thank you very kindly, friend. So, all right, we are going to do the final render here now. I think, let's see, we'll start it off and see if the bag looks like it's actually sitting on the ground now. So, yeah, I think this works. Okay, how's the bag look? No, it's still, something's wrong here. Maybe it is. Let's go here to the perspective view. Select the bag and look. Okay, it is on the ground. Look at that. It's going right through the ground. So it's got to be some other kind of thing. Now, what if we move it a little closer? Back to the camera. Now, see, I don't want it that much closer. I might move it further away. That might work. Let's see what this looks like. What's this look like? It's just the gloss of the floor. I think that looks better. What I could do is pull this end down with Mesh Grabber. Okay, so let's select this bag. And then we go to Tools, Sculptor. Let's go to 10. All right. That's not enough. Z. Undo that. Let's go to 15. Okay, let's come back here. All right, let's see if that worked. It looks better, I think. I think there's going to be that. I could probably take that out with, or I could just move it back. Z translate. Oops, Z undo. Let's get the bag again. Z translate. Bring it in like this. Let's see what that does. Kind of makes this top heavy or side heavy, you know. And it's still a little bit there. What if I just kind of pull it back some more here and push it over? So it's just barely here. And Z. That works. That covered that spot. All right. And what would be nice would be to have some big fire things, like torches kind of things in these. I don't know, it would kind of take away from the, it would make it kind of spooky. But it would also be that symbolism of fire and ice. So, you know, it's something that I could think of doing. So, but what time are we getting towards? It's 11:24. I have a root canal tomorrow on my tooth. Kind of like to pull this tree down a tiny bit more. Okay. And over a little bit more. No, I have the floor. We don't want to move the floor. Let's move the tree again. Okay, you gonna cooperate? Oh, what if we, okay, X translate. I think that's good. All right. Save this. And there it is. Let's put some fire here. It wouldn't be that hard, I guess. Okay, VDB, all of our VDB fires up here. We got fire and smoke. There, look at these. Those are materials. Okay. Explore product. Where are the actual fires? Props. Gauntlets, wheels, head flame. Okay, I'm not feeling those. Let's go back here. I wish those didn't say materials. Okay. Those are like too much like explosions. Bear fire. Okay, we're supposed to use the bear fire with the smoke, I think. Okay, if I just go fire, I think we'll find VDBs as well. Look at this, there's one. We'll use this one twice. All right, oops. All right, 9. Okay. Z, we'll use these. X. Scale it, I think we got to scale it. Up. X. Z, X. Z, okay, we're in the vicinity. X, Y, X, scale it down a little bit. Okay, let's see, Z, X. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, that works very nicely. And then we go here, edit, duplicate. All right, we bring this one over here. Well, that was kind of easy. We got to spin it around. Okay, let's see what these look like. We have to have the fire and ice. Okay, that works. Now let's render this thing. Yeah. Teeth done. So, all right, we turn this back on here, and we are going to put on our antlers. And we are headed to the other room, and I can use these to light my way through the other room. So I don't even have to turn on the lights. I just walk in and it lights everything. So I hope you all have an awesome. So this is rendering. This should be done rendering, yeah. And those look pretty good. That one looks pretty good. Let's see. This one looks pretty good too. So we got some fire here. I don't know, that kind of looks like wood. It could burn the place down if they're not careful. So I think he looks a little pale. I could kind of, he's got a spotlight on him. Or these lights up top could be a little bit warmer. But I don't know. I think it's kind of okay. His finger looks a little bit funky right there. So, but yeah. All right, I think we're going to leave it. Okay, I almost forgot these. These are so comfortable. You know, I would recommend them, okay? So, and then the ears, you know, they're just so, yeah. You just forget you forget you're wearing them. You just end up showing up at the dentist's office tomorrow, and it's like, who are you? So it's like, I am Rudolph. So, all right. Y'all take care. We're going to play this. I'll be back in a moment. And we are back. We are back. And so, all right, thank you very much for watching. This is, by the way, is my Rodecaster. If you've never seen a Rodecaster before, this is a pretty cool device. This is what helps me set my volumes of things, and yes, so that I can change the volumes, listen to, because it connects two computers together. On the back of it, it has two sound cards inside of it. And so it connects my streaming computer and the sound from my streaming computer and from my workstation computer together. This is made by Rode, and it's called a Rodecaster Pro 2. And it allows me to just mute things and just solo things. All these little buttons here, sliders that slide everything up and down. A very nice little device. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all at the North Pole if you can make it up there, okay? We will have some fun times. Drink some non-alcohol eggnog, which is very delicious. If it's ultra-pasteurized, it's even better. Then we don't have to die this Christmas. So thank you for watching. I will see you all again. Chaotic Diavel, you are awesome. Thank you for watching and for being here. I will see you all in the next stream. I don't know how much more ridiculous I can be. If I could, I would do it. All right. I will see you all again soon. Very soon. I've got 2 more images to make to finish my book. They have to be finished before Christmas or Santa will be very upset. So I will see you later. Bye-bye. Angus, thank you. Chris and Serenity's Gate, I appreciate you all. Let's see. And we've had Paul here. Thank you, people, for being here. And Chaotic Diavel, you are all very awesome. Awesome, awesome. Good night, people, and thank you very much for watching and putting up with my antics. So, all righty. Bye-bye.